are you? And welcome to a Sunday drive, a fall Sunday drive on the Iron 883. And I just pray I can keep doing these, because I've been really lucky and the weather every Sunday has been fairly nice. I think I've had some off and on clouds here and there, but this is a Fincus Road that I love going through. I just wanted to see what's going down with the fall colors here, and I figured, why not take my YouTube friends along? Mount Rainier. I was going to come up on the top of this hill and do a vlog about doing selfie vlogs this winter, try to change things up and kind of fill the gap of the not having MotoVlogs. I never see cars through here. Is that not something I say with every single one of my rides here lately? What is going on? I mean, literally, I probably take this road at least several hundred times a year on motorcycles. And Kelly and I will even go up and go play in the snow in the winter in the cage and test out the old four-wheel drive on the Honda. But anyway, and we'll cut through here. It's just a fun road, but you never pass a freaking car. And most of the roads I take before and after work, there's no cars. Well, here lately there's cars everywhere. One day there are so many cars and so many people like stopping and like looking at their phone, and one guy had a map and they're pulling over, and it was all like late teens, early 20 kids. So I had to think there was some kind of a scavenger hunt type of thing or something. Something was going on, because it wasn't just one road, it was all over the place. And that was really odd. I think I used most of that video in a vlog. Let's see if we can make this thing turn through all these things here. This is kind of twisty, but I'm slowing down too much. Here we go. Should we cross the yellow line? No hands. Pretty stupid, huh? Because something could pop over that hill. This is one of these is a scary downhill. Oh, I'll lose too much speed. Here, let's do this. Here, I'm gonna scare the shit out of myself today. This is that hill you go over and you like lose all weight, but it turns and I can't always forget. Oh, I'm going way too slow. Oh yeah, you can absolutely. I've come across there with the Venture and hit it too fast and bottom both ends out when I finally hit the ground on the downside of that thing. That was about 10-15 years ago. I think the last time I called air with this one day with you guys. Actually, I come across there and they had logged them woods. You could see the cutaway of the wood, so you knew which way the road was going. And it had been a while since I'd bombed down it backwards like that. And I went flying across, and for some reason I thought it went right, not left. The woods being open threw me off, and I scared the crap out of myself. Oh my God. And the front end was in the air. You don't get crazy air. If you hit it fast enough, you'll definitely get some, you will, yeah, you're not kind of in the air following the contour of the road. Like I did with the Venture that one day. I went out too far and bam! But I came across here and, your front tire's floating off the ground. And I remember, you know how you steer with no hands? I steered that thing in the air. I willed that sucker to go left. I come off this hill and was going to go right. That should have scared the hell out of you. But did I have a topic going there in any way, shape, or form? Oh yeah, I was talking about the cars everywhere. But that one day, I'm pretty sure there was some kind of scavenger hunt. There were just way too many people going really, really slow and looking at things like maps or phones and stuff. I think there was some kind of a scavenger hunt going on. I think it was a Friday, so it was, or maybe it was a Saturday, I don't remember. But it was pretty weird. But it's like almost ever since then, there's just these random cars driving around everywhere. This is not a shortcut anywhere. And the roads I take, the back roads I take, coming and going from work, those are not shortcuts. That's actually going out of your way. If you live down in one of those things, then that would be something different. I think I can steer this thing better. For some reason it's not. I got a little bit of a wind coming this way. It's not wanting to turn left. I'm gonna see if I can make it all the way through this thing. This is pretty tight. I doubt I can do it. Do some rear brake. Oh yeah, that wind is wanting to pull me right. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna have to cut this one early though, because that's too sharp. Come on, Iron, you can do it. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's golden. Done it. I can make it all the way down. Let's see if we can make the right-hand turn at the bottom, because that's almost a 90-degreer. It's a steep-ass hill. I don't know if you can tell. I love that view. That is just the most beautiful thing ever. You're so high up here. I'm looking way down there. I don't know if you have... The GoPro has that weird thing of kind of skewing. I think when I look at this footage, it never looks like I'm as high as what I am. And it gives you, as quick as we drop, it's like descending in a... Oh shit, this is the turn I'm looking for here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. A little more scrub. There we are. I tensed up and it made it resist. So I get asked all the time about the 1200 kit. Yeah, I do think about it. I definitely think about it. And every time I ride, because, you know, I don't have a 1200 Sportster anymore, I think about it every time I get one to ride. Like I rode that Nightster, was that on Thursday or Friday, whatever day that was, and it's just like, wow. Do you guys know when you the Harley 1200 kit, it comes with the jugs, the pistons, completely assembled heads. When I say assembled, it has valves and everything in it. And it is literally, it's not like, you know, buying the Screaming Eagle CVO type heads and stuff for the big bikes. This is literally a 1200 top end. From the base gasket up, you're putting a 1200 on it. They're not ported and flowed or anything fancy. You are literally taking a 1200 Sportster top end and bolting it on your 883. That's what that kit is. So in every sense of the word, it becomes a 1200 Sportster. Now you can do porting and polishing and bigger valves and whatever the hell else you want, you know, fancy combustion port stuff. But anyway, but by doing that, by just taking that 1200 kit, takes, from what I hear, it takes about 8 hours to do it. You just take your 883 stuff off, put your 1200 stuff on. You have to flash it with a Screaming Eagle Super Tuner Pro, or I think some of the others will do that as well. But you have to put the Stage 1 1200 flash on there, and then of course you do your fine tuning from there. Ideally dyno it, but that is a 40% increase in power. Just the 1200 heads. I don't know if you guys know, but the combustion chamber of a 1200 head is different than an 883 head. An 883 head is almost Hemi style, which is very Japanese, and the 1200 has that old kind of gusset looking weird combustion chamber. So there's other kits, there's 1250 kits and stuff like that, but they're designed to work with the 883 heads. They're a lot cheaper, and whatever. I absolutely, I don't care how much I'd save, I would go with the Harley top end and just do it right. Because then you do have a 1200. But there is one catch. You're still going to have the 883 gearing. Putting the 1200 top end on it doesn't give it 1200 gearing. It's the primary and secondary sprockets are different in the chain case. So there's some other adjusting. But anyway, 40%. Not a whole lot of things you can do for $1,000, parts only, that is. For $1,000, it'll give you a 40% increase in power. And I'm telling you, the difference between an 883 and a 1200 is substantial. It's amazing, the difference. And for whatever reason, it seems like, you know, because how Harley's balance, there's no counterbalancers or anything in Harley. Well, they make balance motors, but that's a whole other story. Not Sportsters, but anyway, how they balance is the weight of the pistons, and obviously the rods would have a play in this also. So the weight of the pistons and the rods with the weight of the crank. So if you can put a 1200 kit on an 883 and it's balanced, the 883 pistons must be heavy as hell. They got to be thicker and heavier. But a 1200 always seems to be more balanced than an 883. Less buzz. So the balance of the motor with the crank weights and the top end weight being your piston and rods seems to be more balanced or more suited for the 1200 kit than the 883. Not that an 883 buzzes a lot by any means. You gotta rev them for them to buzz. They gotta rumble. But you know, some people, they feel any kind of a gyration going on. Like right now, you know, I can feel the bike through the bars. It doesn't numb you. It just feels like it's alive. You know, it's a soothing feeling. And some people ride and they go, ah, geez, that thing vibrates, knocks your teeth out. It does not, ever. If you rev them up by the red line, yeah, they buzz pretty damn good. You know, it's almost a tickling buzz. But who rides a Sportster at red line at 7,500 RPMs dinging off the rev limiter? Why would you be so stupid? You know, when you're doing a top speed run, you're not going to be holding it there for, you know, 50 miles down the freeway. You know, it's just something you bounce up there every once in a while. But it's just a Harley character. But, you know, the thing is, you know, every time I ride this thing, I walk away and I go, it's not lacking any power. It doesn't have 1200 power, but the way I ride it and where I go, I never have to downshift going up a hill, going down the freeway, and you go over some, you know, huge pass somewhere, like coming home, going over that, what I call the rest area hill. That thing is steep and long. Like if I hit it at 75, I'm still going 75 at the top. If I hit it at 80, I'm still going 80 at the top. It's got enough power. It doesn't, and I'm not a light guy, you know, so it's not hurting anything. I mean, it's not hurting for power, you know, but we all have that, you know, well, it could be more. Well, yeah, everything can be more. And the 1200 is, it is fun. But every time I ride it, I think $1,000, you know. What can I do with $1,000? My wife could tell me 100 things she could do with $1,000, other than putting a new top end on a Iron 883. Well, I tell you what, you give me that $1,000, I'll put it to good use. So, you know, that kind of, I mean, $1,000 is not the end of the world by no means, but I don't know. Is the 1200 going to give me $1,000 worth of pleasure? Plus my time out there wrestling around on the floor, or I guess I could take it to work and put it on a hoist or something. But I don't know. So going to be blasting you right in the... It's that time of year that, you know, even early in the day as it is now, which is what, 4:55? Is that what that's saying? 4:50? Yeah, 4:55. That's a pretty good blast in the face of sun. And I never like to end the video facing the sun, but it seems like way too often I'm facing the sun when I end the video. So anyway, I just got a ways to go here. I'll be home. So I appreciate you guys coming with me on another Sunday ride on the old iron. You know, that matte black even feels good to touch. Non-glossy, it feels good. But anyway, as we bomb through the farmlands of Toledo, Washington, I'm going to bid you adieu. I appreciate you guys coming along for my little Sunday romp. I hope I can keep doing it on the old gal. But until the next vlog, which should be nice tomorrow, I'll ride the Spider. So until the next vlog, I will chit-chat with you guys later on. And I really, really appreciate you watching and all your comments. Honestly, truly, I swear. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. Bye-bye now.